पापा मैं बड़ा होके ना पायलट बनूंगा।
कभी-कभी हमें भी लिफ्ट दे देना।
Education and investing in child's future remains one of the key concerns of parents. Aviva's strategy in India is based on this insight. Over the years, Aviva's campaigns have highlighted the importance of investing in your child's future.
Tension छोड़ो, cricket खेलो.
The most recent one being the Early Starters campaign, which was a follow-up on What's Your Plan initiative. The key idea behind this initiative is to sensitize parents towards spotting their child's talent early in life, groom their children, and help them fulfill their dream profession.
Children's welfare or providing for children is behind almost 70% of all investment decisions that are made by the average Indian household. And that obviously is very clearly privy to the fact of the criticality of the role of this decision. And not just that, the percentage of policies being sold, amongst that, the children policies alone account to a good 15%. And that goes to also show the power that this particular segment holds in creating, building a decision for buying a life insurance product.
An integral part of Aviva's campaigns has been their brand ambassador Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin has been associated with Aviva since 2007, and over the last 8 years of Aviva's association with him, the brand has leveraged on various aspects of Sachin's personality and has showcased Sachin as a responsible father, a responsible son, a mentor, as well as a young talented boy with big plans in his life. The Early Starters initiative provided 23 children with the opportunity to live their dream profession. Aviva concluded this initiative in a grand ceremony with brand ambassador Sachin Tendulkar, where Storyboard exclusively caught up with him and spoke to him about his association with Aviva, other brands, and on how he chooses brands.
Hello and welcome to Storyboard. This is Shivani Gharat. Today we have a very special guest on Storyboard, a man probably bowlers love to hate, but endorsers love to love. Sachin Tendulkar, welcome to the show.
Thanks for this wonderful introduction.
Honestly, I can't think of a category that you are not associated with in terms of brands. Like it's really difficult to think of a category. So which category you are not associated with probably?
There are two categories that I've intentionally stayed away from, which is one is advertising alcohol and number two is advertising tobacco. So I've intentionally stayed away from these. For a number of years, I got many offers, but I just didn't want to. I had promised my father that I would never promote these two things, and I've stayed away from these two things.
So over the years, you know, you've been associated with so many brands, so many different brands. How does Sachin Tendulkar choose his brand?
Well, I have a team working with me, and it's their job to find out what the brand stands for and whether we both gel together and have that impact on the people around or not, and whether I am adding value to people's lives or not. There has to be something positive out of it for both of us, for me as well as the brand, and then above all for people as well. So if that works, then it's fine. But if there is no connect between us, then it doesn't make any sense according to me.
So your association with Aviva has been a long one.
Yes.
You know, how has been the association so far?
Oh, fantastic! Because you know, with Aviva, we've introduced so many initiatives earlier, and this one also, the current one, is about having role models. You know, children are looking up to such great personalities, and be it a chef or a doctor or a great painter or an engineer, all these successful people have decided to give a day to youngsters and to motivate them, to encourage them. And it's about recognizing talent at an early stages of life. You know, sometimes you recognize the talent, but it's too late.
Yeah.
And we want to take that initiative and make sure that, you know, right things happen at the right time. But also, given the way the whole world is, you know, going at a pace, you have to live with that pace. And that's why, early recognition is really, really important.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank all these great personalities for actually taking out time to give that invaluable advice. And that it acts as a tonic to any youngster. I remember when I was young and I got to spend time with international cricketers. It was fabulous. The next day when I went out and I practiced, I was a different person, and that tonic is needed, which Aviva does.
Yeah. So, over the period of 8 years, you have done so many campaigns for Aviva. Which one has been your favorite and why?
The favorite one has to be the big idea. I think it was to do with, a 16-year-old Sachin, and a 40-year-old Sachin. And then 40-year-old Sachin is walking back inside the dressing room, and as a 16-year-old passes him, I say that, they're all waiting for you. And, that ad was really, really special, had a great impact. I got some amazing response from my friends who are normally critical. They say,
did it take you back down the memory lane?
Yeah, it did. When I saw the film, when we were shooting, I said, great idea. But, I don't know about the finished product.
Yeah, how will it look like?
When I saw the completed product, I was impressed.
It is beautifully edited, I must say.
It's done nicely as well. People have accepted that. And there are certain ads which stay with you, and I think this is one of those.
So what do you, think children and parents can take out of campaigns that you've done for Aviva?
I think the latest campaign is all about, our parents should understand that children have their own dreams. Yes, as youngsters, they will keep changing. Every 6 months, their aspirations will change, their dreams will change. One day they want to become a doctor, then 6 months down the line, they'll say, no, I don't want to become a doctor. I want to become a tennis player, or I want to become a cricketer or a lawyer or whatever. Whatever they aspire to be, I think it becomes parents' responsibility to encourage them, guide them, give them freedom. And at the same time, for children, I was just sharing some messages with children. And I told them that, you keep talking about freedom, but freedom comes with responsibility. So in cricket, when I batted, in a partnership, I needed a non-striker to be able to score runs. So here also, if you are to have a good partnership, the partnership has to be between parents and the child. So both should understand each other. You can't just keep telling them that I need freedom and then you don't, reciprocate. You need to show some responsibility. And, above all, I felt that, it's important for children to understand at an early age, to respect elders, and those great values we cannot forget. And I just shared those moments with them, and which was good for me also, because I can say that I'm sort of an experienced parent now, having a 18-year-old daughter and 16-year-old son. I know a bit about it.
So when did you first realize the importance of buying the life insurance?
Well, we as soon as the children are born, then you start thinking in that direction. You want to have the best security plan for their future, and then you start evaluating things. And then obviously I'd left most of the things to my wife, but eventually when it comes to taking a decision, we sit and we discuss, we chat. I did that with my children, and it's about making their future secured and about their education. I think that is really important. Yes, we all feel that nothing can go wrong and nothing can happen to me. Accidents take place like that, and we just have to be aware of all these things. And if we can take those correct decisions at the right time, then it adds value to your life. Also makes you feel more secure, more confident, because life is unpredictable.
Over the years, you have endorsed so many brands. Probably can you share some anecdotes of the impact that you've had on a consumer's mind as an endorser? You know, someone has said that maybe it changed my life, or some difference that you've, or value addition that you've done as an endorser.
I've spoken about Aviva's various initiatives, and something which really touched my heart was 2 years ago. We did the Great Wall of Education, where we were able to collect over 1 million books, which were distributed among all the underprivileged children, which was really, really satisfying. I felt, that we were giving something back to the needy ones, and it is about how we can change the nation. It definitely had a contribution in, taking the right step forward. I'm not saying that, just by distributing 1 million plus books will change the nation, but that is the right step towards, wanting to achieve our target. It's a long journey. We all will have to contribute from all different areas, and this is one area where I really got a lot of satisfaction out of it.
Having endorsed so many brands, over the years, if I were to ask you that one advice, or maybe 2 or 3 things that you would say tell a young cricketer, probably to take note of before choosing an endorsement, what would that be?
2, though I've already told you: no tobacco, no alcohol. The third one is, I think the team has to be solid. If a team is solid, then they understand which brand one should be associated with and which brands to stay away from. I'm not saying if you have a solid team, they're not going to make mistakes. We are all humans and we'll make mistakes. But a solid team will always be more responsible before you take any decision, and think twice before you sign for any product. Yes, there will be offers on the table, but that doesn't mean we go around signing. Have to be choosy and understand the responsibilities, and then only sign, is what I would say.
What does Sachin Tendulkar as an endorser stand for today? We
all
all know, all the marketers know what quality Sachin Tendulkar stands for, but from you I want to understand that.
I think I believe in relationships. I believe in transparency. I believe in adding value and then making people's lives better. Trust is really important. I think that's enough. I should not be talking so much about myself, no. Let others talk about it.